Happy beautiful day, beautiful people. Welcome to day 112 of posting every day on YouTube. I am loving this couch series. Last couple of videos have just been right here, and I feel like they've been very laid back lately, just picking one thing and just talking about it. Really short videos, but that's okay, right? So I hope you guys are well. I was just thinking about what to talk about today. And honestly, I have no idea. I have zero idea. I think I have officially ran out of things to talk about. I was just sharing with a friend of mine now that whenever I have like a rest day, like a down day, it feels very uneventful. And so I kind of feel like my hair is very messy today. I kind of feel like when the day is uneventful and I don't really have anything to talk about on video, and sometimes maybe I'm gonna go find some adventure and then talk about it. But today just feels so chilled. And I think last month, the last 4 weeks, I have had to like come to terms with what rest looks like for me because you know, not no shade, but I feel like most of us grew up in a way where it's like I'm gonna rest when I'm done cooking, I'm gonna rest when I'm done doing the dishes. Or sometimes you cook and you're like, I'm so hungry, but let me just do the dishes and clean the house and fold the laundry before I can sit and eat. Right? It's like rest kind of became something that you have to earn. And no shade at all, but I think I started doing the same thing to myself, and it's like I'm only gonna rest when I feel like I deserve it. And I think I shared this with you guys maybe 2 Fridays ago or maybe 3 Fridays ago. My longest video, it was like 44 minutes. That video, I think by forcing myself to deserve rest, and I never fully rested. Even when I was resting, it wasn't like rest. I was just thinking about what am I gonna do right after I finish resting. Like I could be doing this tomorrow. I would get up and immediately think about what I'm gonna have for dinner. I haven't even had breakfast or lunch. I haven't even like started my day. I'm already worrying about later and tomorrow. And it's the things that I don't want to say the unimportant things, but in the grand scheme of things, like 5 years from today, is it going to really matter that much, like what I had for dinner on Saturday, like the 15th of August? Not really. But somehow, things like this would bug me so much that I would, even when I'm resting, then I'm not fully present with the rest. Like I'm not relaxing. I'm just having downtime while feeling guilty for having downtime. And at the same time, thinking about what I'm going to do right after and what I could be doing or should be doing until I badly burnt out. Life just went bland. It just went tasteless. And I remember just thinking, oh my gosh, like how did I get here? Like it just felt like every day I was just going deeper and deeper and deeper into this hole of just blandness of life. And taking a break, like I think it was 17th of July when I took a break. I just said, you know what? I was gonna curse and say fuck all of this, but that's exactly what I said. No filters. That's exactly what I said. It was on a Thursday, and I was like, okay, no, I can't live like this anymore, and I gotta do something different. I gotta just stop. I don't know what tomorrow's gonna look like. Just right now, I can't do this. And so took a break. Took a break from my business. Took a break from going to studio in the mornings. Took a break from everything. I just freaking stopped, and I'm glad I did because for that 2 weeks, it was like nearly 2 weeks. Let's just call it 2 weeks, right? For those 2 weeks, I got to really reprioritize my life. Like I realized how every day, oh my gosh, have I told you guys this story? Maybe I have. Anyway, I realized every day, this messy bun is not working out for me. Okay, not today. Has been working last couple of days, but today I oiled my hand. It's super oily. But yeah. So anywho, uh, I had this tendency. I think if you've been watching my videos, you know I get up at 4 a.m. every day, and even on my rest days, I kind of sometimes get up at 4 and take a shower and then go back to bed because it feels so good. Feels like I'm starting my day on a win. So anywho, every day at 6:30, I would start to panic about what I haven't done yet and what I still need to do and how much time I have before I go to bed. And every day at 7:30, I would start thinking, oh my gosh, I have 10 things to do. I cannot do all this in 30 minutes and I need to be in bed by 8. And anytime the clock hit 8:01, I would already think I'm late for bed, I'm late for life. I would start thinking about how tired I'm gonna be when I wake up at 4. Like, get this. It is the night before. I haven't even gone to bed. Sometimes I haven't even had dinner yet. I'm already thinking about tomorrow and how tired I'm gonna be. And it's like I'm borrowing misery from the future, you know? It's like I'm looking at there's infinite possibility for the next day, right? It's a blank leaf, it's a blank page, but I'm already writing what's going to happen on there, and I'm thinking I'm going to be so tired. Like, you know what, I might as well just stay up late. And it's so crazy because it's not 8, it's not 1 a.m, it's not midnight, it's not 11, it's 8:01 p.m, you know. And so it would be this constant battle where by the time I'm going to bed, I'm already thinking about how tired I'm going to be. So when my alarm goes off in the morning, I'm like, see, I was right. I'm tired, right? I didn't even give myself a chance to really rest. And then the minute I get up, I would feel this panic of like everything I gotta do in that day or everything I have to cram in that day. And that's why I'm saying rest has meant so many things to me. Everything but the act of resting and doing nothing, allowing my brain to rest. I think rest has meant guilt. I have equated rest to guilt in the past, to all the things I could or should have been doing. I have also equated rest with being lazy, you know. I've also equated rest with not being a good business owner because I think the people I've listened to so many hours of interviews in the last 6 years, and most of the entrepreneurs I hear talk about business. They talk about business like this, like climbing Mount Everest barefoot. It's like you're doing this thing where it's the hardest thing you're ever gonna do. You're gonna rest when you die. You're gonna be the first one to get up. You're gonna do the you. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. If you've watched any of these interviews, you might relate to what I'm talking about, where people talk about like building a business as this thing that fills you up in a way that like it fills you up, yes, but it takes everything out of you. You know, you give up your sleep, you give up this, you get up at 3 a.m. and you go to bed at like, I don't know, 10 p.m. or something. It's like, and even when you're sleeping, you're thinking about the business and all of these things. And resting sometimes makes me feel like a terrible business owner. You know, it makes me feel like, oh my gosh, I didn't like I did all these things in my life, and now at this point, like I'm resting on a Saturday. Like I'm like I was resting 2 days ago. Like I was resting in like at like 5 p.m. in bed on Thursday. And it kind of makes me feel like I'm not living up to my full potential. But I also now fully realize that was one of the things that led me to burning out. It wasn't my schedule. It was feeling tired about my schedule before the time even arrived here. Like I would think about how tired I'm gonna be tomorrow. You know, Tuesdays are like for the longest time, Tuesdays were like my worst day because even though it's the day that I'm home, I would start thinking about how I'm gonna be tired by the end of the week. Like it's a Tuesday. My week starts on Wednesday morning at 4 in the morning. I'd start thinking about how tired I'm gonna be by next week on Monday. That is so crazy, you know? It's like living the present moment and fast forwarding all the way and thinking about all the ways that your week could be effed up and then starting to borrow all that before it has even happened. You know, like borrowing that misery, it doesn't make you less miserable when that thing actually happens, but it robs you of the joy you could be having today, of the peace you could be having when you're resting, like right here, right now. And so today, as I was sitting here, I think today has been one of the days that I really allowed myself to rest. I think in the last month, I've done a lot better managing all that. And I'm also giving myself grace. You know, as a new entrepreneur, new business owner in China, I keep reminding myself that every person's dream looks different. Every person's business looks different. Damn, my cheeks look bigger today. That's it's very interesting. I'm like, why do I look so puffy today? You know, I had some ice cream earlier. I'm like, is it working already? But that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, it's I'm redefining what rest looks like for me and what being a good business owner looks like for me. And I also know that if I'm not okay, nothing gets done in my business as the CEO, the COO, the CFO, the CMO, all the C and O's that you can think of. So taking care of me is taking care of the business. Taking care of me is investing in the dream. funding the dream, building the dream. And I'm curious to hear from you guys. What does rest look like for you? Do you decide you're going to rest when that thing is done finally? Or are you one of the people who say, I'm just going to rest when I die? I'm just going to sleep when I die or whatever? And how does that make you feel? Are you able to be more productive by saying that? Or I'm just curious, what does rest look like for you? This is what rest is looking like for me today. You guys can see my pillow right here. I was just chilling, watching a few episodes of Yellowstone this afternoon. Yeah, on Saturdays, I surprisingly give myself a lot more grace for rest. And I don't know what that's going to look like tomorrow, but today, that's it. That's all you're going to get, 10 minutes. And I am so grateful for all of you who've been on this journey with me for the last 112 days. I see you, I believe in you, and I'm sending you all my love always. And if it's your first time here, my name's Phoebe, and I post videos on YouTube every single day for the last 112 days, except for day 9. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Remember to share my page with your mama, your auntie, your sister, your friends, any person in your life. Send them my way. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao, Bella. Mwah.